Hey guys, today I'm going to take you briefly down into the dungeons of this prison in ancient Rome. Now, this prison is not just any ordinary prison. In fact, it's the place where the Apostle Paul were held in chains over 2,000 years ago. Now, anyone who thinks the Bible is not historical fact really needs to do some more research into history. Because this is one prime example, this prison in Rome. In Acts 27:28, it tells us the story that Paul was arrested in Jerusalem, imprisoned at Caesarea for 2 years. Then Paul appealed to Caesar and suffered a shipwreck on his way to Rome as a prisoner. After 2 years, Paul was released from his imprisonment, after which he travelled and wrote 2 more epistles before his final Roman imprisonment in the Mamertine prison. Here, Paul wrote these words to Timothy: I am already being poured out as a drink offering, and the time of my departure has come. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the course. I have kept the faith. This is the site where Paul wrote to Timothy in the Bible. And I tell you what, it is quite humbling to be standing outside the place where Paul suffered for the furtherance of the gospel. He went through many things through his life, many trials and tribulations, things that we can't even imagine actually, and our suffering so far has paled in comparison to the things that Paul, the Apostle Paul and Peter and others went through.
Wow, so here I am down here underground in this prison cell. Just incredible. Since this is an active archaeological site, they've actually banned me from filming, but being in here really gives you the raw idea of the cold, damp, harsh conditions that the Apostle Paul had to endure whilst in captivity for Jesus. I tell you, it is freezing cold once you get down here, which kind of makes sense, as Paul wrote in 2 Timothy, the cloak that I left at Troas with Carpus, when you come, bring with you, and the books, but especially the parchments. So Paul was asking for his coat to be brought, which kind of makes sense now I'm down here, you know? What's even worse is that back in the day, 2,000 years ago, any prisoner that was down here would have been knee-deep in Roman sewage.
In our journey, we're taken to a place just outside the city walls of Rome. This path leads to the Church of St. Paul's Martyrdom. In this place, according to tradition, Paul of Tarsus gave his life for Jesus Christ in the year 67 AD. Silence, please. Under the command of Nero, the Apostle Paul was brought here, where he was kept for the final moments of his life, before he was taken to be beheaded. And he stayed true to his words that he wrote in the New Testament when he said, "To live is Christ, to die is gain." The Fox's Book of Martyrs tells us that he stuck out his neck willingly to be beheaded by the Roman soldiers.
Therefore before God and the Lord Jesus Christ, who shall judge the quick and the dead at his appearing and his kingdom. Preach the word. Be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long-suffering and doctrine. For the time will come when they will not endure sounder doctrine, but after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. And they shall turn away their ears from the truth, and shall be turned unto fables. But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry. For I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearing.
Yeah.